did daily videos for almost 2 years. That
Bro.
sucks the fucking soul out of you, bro.
Yeah,
like that is a lot.
Dedicated.
I did. I don't even know if you knew this because it was a while, like a long time before even a skate YouTuber. Feel like I'm being interrogated.
Because I'm black?
No.
This is how we gonna start off the podcast?
This is not how we're starting it.
This is how we started, I guess. Welcome to the Beautiful Day podcast. We are with a good friend of mine. He helped me out a lot with YouTube and really had my back in the day and was really supporting me and shit. Good friend, Garrett Ginner.
Hi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, Doc?
I'm doing good.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what amazes me right now?
What?
We're doing this podcast in your backyard on your mini ramp. Think about that.
I think about it a lot. I come out here and I'm proud of myself. I pat myself on the back.
Did you cry when you made this happen?
I'm trying to think. So let's see. I'm a really impulsive person, so I do a lot of like impulse buys and things that I think are a good idea long term. And then 2 weeks later, a month later, I'm like, oh, okay, kind of over it. This is one of the few things, and obviously it's a huge thing. This is one of the few things where it's like every single fucking morning I walk out, I'm like, this is crazy. Like it's surreal still.
I figure I bet you be walking out butt naked too sometimes, huh?
No, because I got roommates.
Oh fucking no, you kind of weird like that. One time he made me take a pause.
Hold on, where is this going? What are you trying to say? What story are you telling them?
Remember you did a ramen seat? You made me take a. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna take a photo naked with ramen covering my." Anyways, that's how this nigga move and shit. Where are you from?
Santa Cruz, California.
Okay.
Do I have to answer him like interrogation? No. My name is Garrett Ginner. I'm from Santa Cruz, California.
No, you said that shit happy as hell.
Santa Cruz.
When did you leave Santa Cruz? From what age to what? Like.
Yeah, that's a good. I'm terrible with dates, but I think I moved out at 18 to. You were there. The beach house.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that house, bro.
It was it was owned by my parents. My mom owned that house, so I got like a really good deal on rent.
Okay.
And yeah,
beach house.
Moved out at 18 with a high school friend of mine. Lived there for I think 2 years.
Why you asking me?
Because you were there. Like you.
I wasn't there the whole time.
I guess I want to say 2 years, and then moved to LA after that.
Cool.
But that could also be 1 year or 4 years. I'm really bad with time.
So. You were going hard on YouTube around that time. That's when he was shouting me out and really helping me get subscribers and shit too. I feel like you were going stupid around that time, bro.
I mean, that was probably 2017, 2018. Because that was my peak YouTuber phase. So sounds about right.
Would you say that house helped you do those videos and really get where you were at the time, or?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was the house as much as it was like being in such an optimal scenario with my family, because it's like I would never be able to afford the house on my own. You know what I mean? It's because my family owned it that I was able to afford rent there. So it's like being able to have like every month when I pay rent, be able to have that go to someone in the family and like not have to stress about am I gonna get evicted? You know what I mean? It was just a lot of financial weight off my shoulders, which gave me the freedom to create. You know?
I feel you. Now I got a question for you. Do you believe in ghosts?
Ghosts? Fuck
yes.
Yeah. The house is haunted.
There we go. That's what I wanted to get to.
100%.
Oh my God, man. I've been to his house, obviously. I used to go there a lot. For some reason, I never thought I'd be going to Santa Cruz ever in my life, being from where I'm from. That house was haunted as shit, bro.
Yeah, 100%. I could go on and on with paranormal stories. But that house for sure. I like to think it was a friendly ghost. Like my grandfather died in that house, and it's like
R.I.P.
I never had like nothing like bad ever happened, but for sure like some unexplainable shit.
Like what?
Oh God, the music box.
I remember the music box. Oh my God.
Yeah, the music box would go off. Just stuff that I like to tell myself it was my grandpa saying like, "Oh, what's up?" Like, hope you're doing good. Hope you're enjoying the house, because it was his house. But no, yeah, for sure some crazy shit. A lot of just weird noises, but like
no weird ass. Like, do you remember how he said what's up in the bathroom? Pause.
Oh, with the radio with no batteries?
No. What was that?
You don't remember that? Was that not you?
No.
That was not you?
No, that's something else that happened.
There was this like plastic radio that had AA battery that like took AA batteries. and it kept like going on and off randomly. So we took the batteries off. We took the batteries out because we're like, nah, like it's just like malfunctioning, but whatever. We're gonna take the batteries out. And then one night it starts playing with no batteries in it. I was like, hell no.
The fact that you just stood there, like still stayed living there.
Well, okay, it was just my grandpa saying what's up.
No, you just white people, my nigga. Like we would have been gone.
What one are you talking about?
All right, so you used to throw like kickbacks here and there. Remember that?
Yeah.
And me and Garrett, we got lit that night. Bro, and I promise you, it's not because we was drunk that we was seeing things. Pause. I was taking a piss, and I don't know what the fuck you was trying to show me. Like, you was trying to show me something on camera or some shit.
While you're pissing?
Yeah, you're weird. What? You walked in. And then,
I walked in while you're pissing?
Yes.
I did stuff like that? Why are you looking at me like? Why you're making me sound like someone that I didn't even know
Didn't I just say that you maybe take a photo of you butt naked, covering your shit with ramen?
Old me.
Okay, whatever. Pause. Anywho, which I don't even know why I'm still your friend, but you know the mirror in the bathrooms that you open.
Yeah.
Yours it's an old school house. That shit wasn't no little plastic, cardboard, whatever thin mirror. It was a heavy ass.
Oh, I
thing, right?
do remember that.
Bro,
Yeah.
you walked in, you was about to show me something or say something to me, and it just starts doing this.
Oh yeah, it didn't even open. It starts going like open, close, open. Close.
We're just like
looking at it.
We're both staring at the shit, and then the window wasn't open, nothing at all. Even if it was, it's too heavy.
See, I like to look back on moments like that where it's like that was probably my grandpa like disapproving of the shit because I was like 19, bro. I was an idiot. Like
he's like, hey, you gotta stop walking on niggas in the bathroom.
Yeah, for sure, exactly what you said, word for word.
Like I was kind of scared for my life, but you said your grandpa was cool, so R.I.P. What made you move from Santa Cruz? Where did you move after that, Santa Cruz?
My first, that was East LA, Boyle Heights. Okay. What made me move was just like, I don't know. I feel like if you stay in the same town, at least Santa Cruz is a relatively small town, especially compared to like LA. But if you stay in a small town like that, you're limiting yourself. Like I don't know what was out there in the world. And like I was heavily pursuing professional skateboarding and social media at the time, and like LA was the hub for that. It's like where all the social media creators were. It's where all the skateboarding is. The barracks is out there. Like that was like the dream. Every skater's dream to move out to LA at the time.
And look at you now.
Look at me now. Look at me now. No. But no, yeah. I think that's why I moved out, was just to be to the skateboarding hub. You know.
Okay. What do you like better though? Like if to live wise, say you're older, 45, got kids. Fuck it, not 45, 50 son, got kids. And you have to pick between LA and Santa Cruz.
Am I like chilling, retired? Like I like
money, everything. You straight. You got grandkids.
Then for sure. I mean, I don't think I would choose either of them. But if
not the question.
If I had to choose between the two, Santa Cruz for sure.
Okay.
I don't like LA's overrated. It's overrated. It's overpriced. But it is, essential to be here for social media, for skateboarding.
What's your favorite thing about LA, and what's your most hated thing about LA?
Favorite thing about LA? I don't want to make it sound like I'm shit talking LA because I do like it here, but like the pros of LA you can get anywhere else. It really is just like being central. Like you're close to everyone and everything.
Okay. What about what you hate the most?
Everything else about it, but like it is like the price. Everything, it's so ridiculously overpriced. Everything is overpriced. Food is overpriced. Labor is overpriced. Houses is overpriced. Like everything's overpriced.
And they got gangbangers and shit.
You got that everywhere.
You got that in Santa Cruz?
For sure.
When did you start first making YouTube videos?
March 2012.
By the way, cheers.
Lamont's been trying to get me to drink, so I spilled the beans on the skate industry.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do that.
That's just me saying the most out-of-pocket shit. Like me, it's like, fuck
everybody and fuck you, Lamont.
No, what was the question?
When did you first start doing YouTube videos?
Oh yeah, so 2012. But that was before YouTube was ever YouTube. Like there was no monetization. There was no money.
Damn.
It was, before any of that. And the main platform at the time was Facebook, because I was 2012. I was in high school, right? or was that middle school? I don't know. But like there was no Instagram, Twitter, any of that. It was Facebook.
Yeah.
And I would have, my dad used to videotape weddings. That was what he did for a job. So I would use his camera to just put it on a tripod or set it on the ground and film me learning how to ollie, learning how to kickflip. And I would post those videos to Facebook. 6-second video of me doing an ollie.
Damn.
And then...
Just an ollie. Sorry, my bad.
And then a good friend of mine, Jack, Juke Squad on YouTube, good friend of mine still to this day.
Yeah.
But he was like, yo, have you heard of this platform called YouTube? It's like Facebook, but like only for videos.
That just sounds unbelievable.
And I was like, no, like I think I had heard of it at the time, but I was like, no, like never posted on it. And he's like, dude, like you should post it. Like it's only for videos. And I was like, oh, it sounds sick. So I started posting like same shit. I still have them on my channel, but they're privated now. But it's like 14-second videos of me doing a tray flip, me like single tricks. YouTube was a different beast back then. That was back in when there was a star rating. Do you remember that at all?
Nah.
Really? Like when you could rate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars instead of thumbs up, thumbs down.
I didn't even know they did that.
Really?
Nah.
Yeah, no, those are the good old days. But yeah, so he told me to upload on YouTube. And again, there's no like financial motivation behind it. There's no monetization. And then I remember just posting some bullshit. And then eventually I posted, I think the first one was how to tray flip. Because I watched Janowski's How to Tray Flip Trick Tip, the hands down. Yeah, every single person on this planet, if you skate, has watched that video. Legendary video. I watched that and I was like, I want to do that. This is my calling. So, because that video taught me tray flips too. So like, I learned how to tray flip from that video. I wanted to do the same thing and make a how to tray flip video. So I made one, and all of a sudden it got like 1,000 views. And at the time, I was
freaking out. Huh?
I was getting 50 views. You know what I mean? So if something got 1,000 views, I was like, dude, or it might even been 100 first. I got 100 views, and I was like, whoa, no way. Then 1,000, and then then it got 5,000, 10,000, and from there, at that point on, that's when the YouTuber switch clicked. How to kickflip, how to ollie, how to pop shot. I started pumping out videos.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, that's how it started.
Shout out Steph Janowski.
You used to call him Steph Janowno?
Steph Janowno.
Shout out Steph Janowno. That's crazy.
Fuck. All right. What's one thing that you wish you've known before you started doing YouTube?
Oh, that's a hard one because I'm still figuring it out.
Damn. I feel that.
I don't know, because a lot of the lessons that I've learned, I wouldn't have learned without taking the path that I took to get here.
Okay.
And like, without getting it like too deep, like, there's a point where I was making a ton of money in YouTube, like good money. But I was unhappy as shit. Like I was depressed. I hated everything, but I was making good money. And now I'm making much less money.
Okay.
But I had a good financial advisor that helped me save money.
So I'm like, that's kind of crazy. I'm like,
I live with roommates that help pay the mortgage.
Nah, shut up, nigga. This is still amazing.
No, you're not wrong. I'm very privileged and I'm very blessed to be here. I am making shit compared to what I was, But if I hadn't have made all that money back in the day, I'd still be chasing that, and I'd still be like, how do I make more money? How more. Whereas like now that I had that and I realized that it honestly kind of sucked, and to prioritize mental health and happiness.
You were going crazy. You were going fucking crazy.
I did daily videos for almost 2 years. That sucks the fucking soul out of you, bro.
Yeah.
Like that is a lot.
Dedicated.
I did I don't even know if you knew this because it was a while, like a long time before even a skate YouTuber. But I was doing twice a day for I think 6 months. I posted twice daily for 6 months.
I don't think I did know that, but that's insane. Full-length videos. Y'all don't understand how hard it is to do a full-length video.
It was some of the craziest. It was like
these are vlogs.
It was some of the craziest shit.
Bruh.
But again, like to answer your original question, it's like I would say, don't chase the money, don't chase the fame, but you need to know that that's not what you want. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't change anything that I did. That doesn't mean I don't look back on the shit that I did and be like, ooh. Like that's tough to watch.
I feel that. Would you say you're working smarter now? Also, too, remember this. There's way more platforms now, though.
Yeah. Ooh. I mean, I'm in a weird transitional stage now where I'm not doing the best that I could be doing in terms of social media, but I'm doing what's best for my mental health. So it's like I'm not working smarter in the sense that I'm like minimizing my workload and maximizing my views, but I'm working smarter in the sense that like I am able roughly to pay my mortgage every month without dipping into my savings, but I'm also happy and I have free time.
See, that's your grandfather, bro. He's like, hey, be grateful.
I am. But yeah, like I this year actually, because it's January of 2024 right now, this year is the year that I'm like fully prioritizing living. I made a video about it somewhat recently where it's like my whole life has been grinding, essentially, like working to make more money, to buy more things, to make more money, to buy more things. And it's somewhat hypocritical to say that as I sit in my fucking backyard with my backyard skate park. Cause like I love this.
It's amazing.
But this is the year that like I want to spend more time with Taylor. I want to spend more time with my family, go up to Santa Cruz and visit them, travel more, go to countries I've never been to. Like experiences are worth more than money, which to most people out there is common sense, but it took me fucking 26 years to figure that out. So,
nigga, you're 26, bro. You figured it out already. You're ahead of time, bro.
Doing my best.
You're doing great. But let's go back to your mental health. Health. Shit. In what ways would it like bother you?
A lot. I mean, I think it also didn't help that I think through most of that, like, I'm a fucking hormonal teenager. You know what I mean? So it's like you're dealing with, I'm sure there was some high school drama going on as well. Some girl probably broke my heart or something. I don't know.
Damn. That's true.
But on top of that, it's like you're getting judged hard for being, oh, that's probably where you're going with this, huh?
No, I was ready.
The YouTube rabbit hole, it always ends up in the same conversation. Skaters don't like YouTubers. It's mellowing out now, but back in 2016, 2017, 2018, you know, when I was making good money, I was essentially like banished from the skate world.
In what ways? How did you know that? What made you first find that out?
Well, I was clueless to it for a while, and then it was, I don't want to like quote something that isn't factual, but probably some YouTube comments. Probably like, I remember one comment, and I wish I screenshotted it. Was it Pros versus Joes was the first battle at the barracks where they, like, you had a chance to participate, right?
Yeah. And
that was a dream. Like, I had never been to the barracks. I had never, that is the skater's dream, is to get into battle at the barracks.
Every skater, bro.
So I worked my ass off on this submission, and let me remember this. I did the submission. Okay, so I submitted my submission. I didn't get approved to compete, but they wanted to film a segment on me as like an up and comer or something like that. So we went out to San Francisco, filmed some stuff. Like, that's when I kickflipped Wallenberg. I was going ham. Like, I was trying to impress the barracks. But where I was going with all of this is the barracks posted something about me.
Yeah.
And I was really proud of the skating in it. Like, I did the kickflip Wallenberg with no ramp drop in or anything. And like one of this comments was like, this dude would be so sick if he didn't make YouTube videos.
That's crazy.
And that was the first time that it clicked into my head, where it's like, oh, people don't like this. This is whack. Because to me, it was just like, oh, I found a way to monetize my passion. Like, that's the dream, right? But that was the first time that it clicked, that it's not appreciated or respected in the skate community. And then from there, I've heard a million things through the grapevine of just people not being let into certain skate parks because they make YouTube videos, or, you know, the usual.
I remember that shit. I didn't get.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but I do think it's mellowed out. Like, it's the world is much more accepting now. Like, skate culture is more accepting now, and I care less. So it balances out well, you know.
I mean, you know what's fucked up about the whole thing? Most of them niggas that would hate on you are us, whatever, YouTubers. But we gonna say you right now. They probably still living on their mama's couch, at their homie's couch. Wait, hold on. Okay. And you in your backyard on a ramp. You a humble nigga. I'm gonna be cocky for him.
I do think some people can take drama and controversy and hate a lot better than others. I don't take it well. Like, even now, after doing YouTube for 11 years, I will read a hate comment, it'll ruin my day. Like, still.
Yeah, you're very mature right now, bro. You grew up, bro. You understand your emotions and shit.
Yeah,
That's one big thing to understand, y'all.
This is all new. Like in the past 2 years, at least, like trying to figure out my emotions, my life.
What got you so good at skateboarding? How did you get good at skateboarding? Did you train a certain way?
I didn't train. I just like skating. Like I think it was. I do think a huge influence is that I grew up around on the same block as Jimbo Phillips, whose dad did the Screaming Hand logo for Santa Cruz, and he was the artist for Santa Cruz skateboards as well. And his daughter is my age, so like growing up in that neighborhood, like we'd always hang out and play. And because he did art for Santa Cruz skateboards, there's skateboards everywhere, and he had a quarter pipe in the front yard. That definitely played a huge role of like introducing me to skateboarding. Okay. And then also in my neighborhood there was like at the time the older kids, which I was probably 11, 12, they were 19, 20, you know, and they had a flat bar, they're doing fucking kickflip front boards, like some tricks. And I was like, dude, like that's so sick. So I think constantly just being around that, I'll let you know if it stops recording.
Hey, I'm gonna keep. I'm a one man band. I can't say shit. One man band. When it comes to this podcast shit. So I'm gonna keep checking.
One man. All right. But no, yeah, I think so. That's what introduced me to skating, and then I think I am stubborn. Like I'm really stubborn, which is both a good thing or a bad thing, depending on who you ask. But I think that's why I was drawn to skateboarding. Because skateboarding, like my parents would always tell me that the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, which is literally to a T what skateboarding is.
That's why my grandparents looked at me like a crazy ass nigga.
For real, because like skateboarding is insane. Like you are hurting your body, trying the same thing over and over and over again, and somehow you're waiting for the probability that it works. And like I was drawn to that.
You was busting your ass a lot, nigga. You broke a lot of shit.
Yeah, but I love it, and I don't know. I think it's just my stubbornness is what drew me to skateboarding.
That's amazing, bro. I thought I knew everything about you because we was homies for a minute. I guess I fucking did it, bro. Speaking of being like crazy and crazy shit happening, what are your worst 3 slams in skateboarding that's happened to you?
Knock on wood. Worst 3 slams. My favorite slam, I love this one.
Favorite
is the 18 rail in Sac.
Oh,
the one I was doing I remember I got roasted on fucking skate line because it was an ABD trick. Like it was already, it was like already done. And I got broke off on it. But like I've never given a shit about like ABD stuff. Like it wasn't for a part or anything. It was just for fun.
That's crazy. I just did an 18 stair rail for fucking fun.
No, you know what? It was for the erased part.
Okay.
Anyway, that slam was gnarly. That was, you know, essentially like belly flopping from 18 stairs up. But the reason that I love it is because it went viral. We got views out of it.
Oh, that shit hit like 2 million, huh?
I think it's my most viewed video on YouTube.
What do you think, like 4 now? No, you got way more.
I think like 6 or 7. No, I'm not 100% sure, but I do remember that it got demonetized because I put blood in the thumbnail. And if it wasn't demonetized, that would have been like 40 racks in my pocket.
So this nigga busted his ass?
It would have paid for like the x-rays and all the medical bills and shit, but
you thought you was getting money too?
I got nothing. Bro. But no, that was, I love that clip for a lot of reasons, and I'll make it somewhat quick, but that was when me and Taylor had just started seeing each other. And I don't want to say I was trying to impress her, but like I was trying to impress her, because she was there, because she was there? She lived out in Sac at the time, and she filmed it. Luis filmed the top angle, Taylor filmed the bottom angle, and if you listen to the video, it's still there. If you listen to the video, you hear her go, "Oh!" And I've talked to her about this like since then, and she didn't know much about skating at the time, so it's like she wasn't sure if like that was bad or if like that's normal. So she was like, "Oh, like, is that supposed to happen?"
Yeah. What if she left you?
I don't fucking like. Oh,
she's like, I can't land that.
No, but yeah, that was I like that slam because it didn't like fuck me up. Like I fucked me up. I got like 6 stitches in my chin, broken elbow, broken wrist. But there was no
fuck me up.
There was no like long-term damage. And I love looking back at that YouTube video. I'm glad it was documented. So yeah, no long-term repercussions from that one. But what one did suck was that stupid Wallenberg clip that I was telling you about earlier. When I was for Pros versus Joes or Battle of Barica, whatever. Yeah, when I kickflipped Wallenberg, I broke my wrist trying it without knowing. I didn't know that I broke my wrist because I was like so hyped up on like fucking Barracks juice, wanting to like impress.
Not the Barracks juice.
I was so like hyped up on adrenaline of like I wanted to make it in skateboarding. I had to impress these Barracks dudes that like I had some gnarly slams where I guess I broke my wrist, and like it hurt, but I was just like I gotta do it.
You're crazy, bro.
So I rolled away. I think you can still see it in the clip. I rolled away from the kickflip and went to go take my hoodie off, but I couldn't get it off my wrist because my wrist hurt so bad. But my dumbass thought it was just like sprained, and I got so used. People remember this. I got so used to wearing a wrist brace. I would wear that thing. I wore it for 11, 12 months, and it just became part of my routine. Wake up, go skate, put the wrist brace on. And I just never put two and two together that like your wrist shouldn't still hurt after 11 months. So then finally, I was like, yo, I should probably go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. They're like, yeah, your wrist has been broken for a year. And because it had been broken for so long, it wasn't like a gnarly like break in half or anything, but it was a scaphoid non-union. So my scaphoid bone had chipped off, but because it wasn't treated for a year, the bone dissolved, which I guess is a thing, because it just has no blood flow.
I think it's an alien.
So I had a fucking hole in my wrist, so they had to cut into, they had to take, I got a scar, can they see it?
Showing your ass right now.
They had to take my fucking hip and put it in my wrist with an inch-long screw, and then my dumbass again didn't go to physical therapy, so I can't bend it. Like that's max mobility. So that one I've had like the longest like actual repercussions from.
And that's number 2.
Yeah, it's a cool story though. And then the third one,
story.
The third one was the fractured pelvis on that 7 flat 7 flat 7 flat 7 rail.
Wait, stop! Stop! What was it?
The 7 flat 7 flat 7 flat 7. So it's a 28, but with 4 kinks.
And what happened?
7 times 4 is 28, right?
No, I mean, they don't know how to pronounce your shit.
What's 7 times 4?
It's 28, nigga. I was just joking.
I was about to be tripping if I've been telling this story wrong my whole life. Turns out to be like a 32 stair or something. But no, yeah, that one was brutal. Yeah, that one's not.
I think it was green, right?
Yeah, it was just no. You're thinking of the
a different one.
Yeah, that one's the kink turn kink.
Loop de loop.
I used to be wild.
He still go crazy.
But no, the 4 flat 7 thing was a gnarly one, because I had never I had experienced wrist injuries, ankle injuries, rib injuries, but like your pelvis, it was just such, even like thinking about it makes me cringe. It was like the weirdest feeling. Like it felt like the inside of me was like, I was gonna say penetrated, but like, but
he said Barracks juice. He getting penetrated.
But no, it was like such an uncomfortable feeling, and it took a while for like walking to feel normal again. But yeah, that rail was wild because the way that it was like steepness, you couldn't go down it without picking up, like not waxed. You go too fast, like you start gapping. So we had to fucking wrap the entire rail in stickers. We wrapped the entire rail with stickers, the whole rail with stickers, so it slowed you down because you're hitting the rubber on the stickers.
Wait. You're telling me
yes.
This rail was so many kinks and so many stairs and so steep, you had to slow yourself down by sticker slapping everything.
We tried sandpapering it to try to add friction. And as you still went too fast because there were some where like I'd be going slow to pop on to begin with, and by the third kink you're not hitting the rail anymore, you're just gapping out. So we had to we stickered. It was the homies over at Skidmark Skate Mag, Josh and Mike.
Oh, I think I was in that mag one time.
You what?
I think I was in that mag.
They're the homies. But yeah, because they own Skidmark Skate Mag, they had a bunch of Skidmark Skate Mag stickers. So they probably put 500 to 1,000 stickers on that rail, all the way down.
That's a sick ass story.
It would have been sick if I landed it. Never fucking rolled away. that haunted me for years. Because that's when I was like full skateboarding. Like I needed to be a pro skater. I wanted to make it. So it's like that rail would haunt me, bro.
You think you could do it now?
I have no desire to ever do that ever again.
I got 10,000 right now. Would you do it?
Nope.
20.
Nope.
50 bands.
I honestly don't think I could.
100 bands.
I could do it.
That's what I thought.
No, yeah, that really was. Oh, and then I wish I could give credit, but I forget who it was. Somewhat recently, like in the last 2 years, someone drop in 50/50'd it for a fucking Instagram story, and like someone like shared that story with me, and I was like mind blown.
It was a little kid, huh?
I don't remember who it was, but at that point, like, why not ollie into it? Like, that's so crazy to go through that as a drop in 50.
That's amazing.
But yeah, so it was, as far as I know, that's the closest it's been to being done, but it's closer than I got.
What are your sponsors?
Cariuma. I don't know why I said it like that.
It's a commercial. Cariuma.
Right now, Cariuma and Arbor Skateboards, I would say are like those are the ones like I'm in a contract with. So like legitimately. But I mean, always show love to Santa Cruz Boardroom. It's the local shop that I rode for as a kid. I never got kicked off, so I hope I still ride for it. No, but nothing. That was my first job too. Was that Santa Cruz
you took me there one time.
Yeah. So it's like the shop's still around. If you're ever in Santa Cruz, go show love to Santa Cruz Boardroom. Tell them I sent you. But no, yeah, Santa Cruz Boardroom, Cariuma, Arbor, and then I mean, there's a lot of stuff like I'll get flowed products, but like nothing on paper. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like Remind Insoles always shows love to me, which is kind of ironic because Footprint Insoles also shows love.
Snicker cheated.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm way less focused on like sponsors and skating now than I used to be back in the day. That's why it's like, you know, if I have a board to skate and shoes to skate, that's all I could ever ask for. And Cariuma and Arbor have made that possible.
Nigga, you became a monk?
A what?
A monk?
A monk?
A monk?
A monk?
A monk? The bald-headed niggas that be peaceful?
Is that okay? Yeah.
Because you just like, yeah, I found myself. I just want to travel with my girlfriend and be peaceful.
Well, seriously,
I don't care about sponsors no
I
more.
feel like I belong as a monk, bro. I'd be happier.
Come on, let's cheers to that.
You just trying to get me drunk.
I don't like the way you said that. What is
I caught a single wink.
We gotta do all this. See, this is looking a pause ass podcast, nigga. What is your biggest package you got from sponsor? Nigga. I'm not dropping this podcast. No, what is the largest? What is the biggest package you got for your sponsor?
It's like 7 inches.
All right, we done at the podcast. Hey, I'm gonna tell your girl. Oh no, niggas, Pause Nation. What's the most amount of like?
The most amount of products is what you're trying to say?
What's the most amount of product you got from a sponsor?
Cariuma shows like mad love. Like I probably have 60 pairs of shoes in my closet upstairs. Texting my fucking interview.
Hold on, my baby mama was texting me. My bad. You said 60?
I think. I mean, I'm also bad with numbers. Enough that Taylor gets mad at him. Like I get a box from Cariuma and Taylor's like, "You don't need any more shoes."
You have 60 pairs in your closet right now.
I got a lot of shoes.
Brand new?
Inbox, yeah.
What the fuck wrong with them? Why they sending you so many shoes?
They show love, and then I mean, back in the day, Arbor would send me boxes with like 30 boards in it.
Wait.
This is back in the day though.
You would get a package of 30 skateboards?
Maybe like 20. Like the video is probably still on YouTube. World's biggest unboxing video, skateboard unboxing, and they would show mad love.
I cried when Element gave me 4.
You're telling me. You're telling me. And that was also, not to go into too much of a tangent here, but that was also the weird part about being a skateboarder and a YouTuber, was that companies want you for both. You know what I mean? So it's like companies want, or I like to think they do at least, but for all I know, they just wanted me to the following. But that's another reason I still fuck with Arbor, is because they've been like messing with me since day one.
Real ones.
But yeah, I mean, like you never like, maybe they were sending me 20 boards for a video. But it's a win-win because I get 20 boards, they get publicity. Yeah. Like I don't see anything wrong with that. But yeah, I mean,
video did good, huh?
Yeah, I mean everything did good back then.
So that's money.
The good old days. But yeah, I mean, there was also like yerba mate. They sent me a box again way back.
The drinks?
Yeah, way back in the day because I used to drink that stuff religiously, and I reached out to them. The internet was like a different time back then. Like not everyone was an influencer, you know. Like now it's so oversaturated. But yeah, they sent me a box, and we stacked up the yerba mate boxes. And it's like the 24 packs, and we stacked all of them up, and they were taller than me.
Damn.
And I was like, that lasted me like a year, and I was so hyped on that.
Slinging that shit,
right? But no, yeah, I mean, currently it's like Arbor and Cariuma both keep me stocked to the point where I will not ever need to ask for anything. You know what I mean? Like I'm chilling.
Yeah. You gave me some Cariumas one time. There was an alien on it.
Oh,
was there an alien on it?
It was a collab.
Okay. Shout out Carrie Yu.
Carrie Yu and fucking Steph Janelle now.
What would you say is your biggest failure in your skate career?
In my skateboarding career, like not YouTube.
Oh, that's
So in my career, in my life, what's my biggest life failure?
no. What's your biggest skate failure? No, yeah. What's your biggest
Hanging
life?
out with you?
What the fuck? I'm hurt.
That's a good question. Biggest failure.
10 years
I don't know. My brain's like bouncing between two ideas, and one of them is like a super deep and like emotional one, and the other one is when I clickbaited the color that I wrapped my car. Do you remember that video?
No, what the fuck was that?
Dude, it was back in the day when all the YouTubers would do these like stupid car reveals and like everyone's getting their cars wrapped, but like the thing to do was to like get your car wrapped, make a YouTube video about it, but when you reveal it, it's black and white so that you can milk it for another video.
Let's go.
And I did it because all my friends were doing it, but when I did it, no one liked it, and it was my first video to ever get more dislikes than likes, and I was fucking devastated.
Niggas just
It got like thousands and thousands of dislikes, and people were like, "Bro, what is this trap?" And I was like, "Oh my god."
I think I do remember that.
That's like the shallow version of my biggest YouTube fail. But aside from that, I mean, just like, I don't know. I mean, some of the content looking back on, like, in my opinion, was just like a failure in all aspects of it. I won't go into too much detail.
Damn. These things in my whole fucking life. That's not okay. Yeah, be grateful. Who are the 3 people that have been the most influential to you?
3 people that have been the most influential.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. Can I say like my parents? Because they haven't influenced me to do what I've done, but they've supported me.
Yeah, you can say your
okay.
You can say your parents. What the fuck?
Well, I was gonna say like, yeah, I feel like influential and supportive are different, but 100% like I would not be anywhere where I am now without my parents' support.
Amazing.
But in terms of influence, like I'm trying to think of who I wouldn't be doing YouTube without them. Probably Juke Squad, because he's the one that told me about YouTube in the first place.
You look like his younger brother too.
We get that a lot. But yeah, I mean, Jack played a huge role in me starting YouTube, and then I mean, there's been countless people like throughout my life that I've met that have like helped shape who I am today. You know what I mean? Like, there's people. Tanner Fox was a good friend of mine back in the day, and he introduced me to like vlogging, like not being a skate YouTuber, but like vlogging, and that's how I was able to find out that wasn't the route for me. And then, you know, there's other people like Braille Skateboarding. Braille Skateboarding actually gave me a huge bump in social media.
Yo, you was on that shit all the time.
So yeah, that actually, I'm glad I thought about that, because they probably gave me the biggest jump up in followers than anyone else. Because when I was going hard on YouTube then. I was in their videos almost daily, like filming. We go to Fremont Skate Park and film with them all the time. So yeah, I mean, they showed nothing but love.
So that's 3. That's pretty much 3 right there. Hey.
Braille Skateboarding.
Again, I remember
and my parents. That's a crazy combo.
What is one myth about Garrett Ginner?
A myth?
Yeah.
I'll think of an actual answer in a sec, but for some reason, I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, 2 years ago, all my comments were like, bro, like, you don't gotta do heroin, it's not worth it. and I was so perplexed, and I Googled it, and I Googled like Garrett Ginner heroin, and there was a whole myth or rumor that I was addicted to heroin. But like I don't know how it started. I don't know the basis that it stood on. And it was the most bizarre thing. And it tripped me out. But for some reason, when you asked that question, I thought of that. Like, I'm not, addiction's crazy, and that's a whole disease in itself. I'm not gonna get into that. But no, I
just thought you was addicted to heroin.
Yeah, I was so confused.
That's a crazy ass drug to be addicted to.
It wasn't like one DM or one comment. Like, I would scroll through my comments and be like, yo, like, send you my thoughts and prayers. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was so confused. But
why did I expect that?
I would say the biggest myth is I don't want to call it a myth, but that I'm still that 2017, 2018 skate YouTuber. I think that's I don't know if I call it a myth, but I'm trying to grow out of that and like publicly grow out of that too. Because some people don't watch YouTube videos all the time. So it's like the last YouTube video they watched of me was that. And I'm not proud of that person. I'm proud of where it got me for sure, but I'm not like, I don't look back on those videos. I look back on those videos and I don't like who I was then.
You cringe a little bit?
Yeah, I'm a lot of bit.
I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to at all. Last question. And this is a dumbass last question. If you were in my shoes and you had to ask,
I wouldn't be. They're not carry humans.
Carry human. Get this nigga 60 more pairs of shoes. If you were in my position right now and you was asking yourself a question, what would that question be?
What the fuck? How? What? If I was you asking if I was you asking me,
you know what? I was trying to study podcasts, and that was the only question I used from that shit. And I'm doing my own shit from now on. You ain't gonna answer that dumbass shit. I was watching a YouTube video on like good questions.
I have no possible idea how to answer that question. I got nothing on that one.
Okay, cool. All right, man. 111. Thank you guys for watching the beautiful day.
Can I ask you a question?
Fuck yeah.
What's 111? Like I know because we've talked about it, but like I don't know I like where it came from.
I would love to keep saying this over and over as much as possible to get it in y'all heads.
He paid me to ask this question.
No, I didn't. It's a multiple things. So 111 is an angel number, and I'm not one of them dudes that's just like. The fuck what?
I'm good. I'm not one of them dudes. I'm not one of them dudes. What does that mean?
What did you know those extra out motherfuckers who be like, oh, I saw 333. I saw 222 just every second, nigga, and it's like, no, you didn't.
Okay.
But I guess I am. Nah, 111, 111, it's angel numbers. It's been following me my whole life. I'm talking about, bro, like.
So you're one of those dudes. You literally. It's not a bad thing to be one of those dudes, but you cannot just polar opposite what you just said.
I know, it's so contradicted. But it's been following me my whole life. I'm talking about like growing up when my grandfather got sick. We had to move out of the first house I grew up in Inglewood on 108th Street in Yukon. And then we went into a house in between 111 Place and 111th Street.
Damn.
That's when I first noticed it.
Yeah.
Then when my grandfather died and I had to move out and go into that garage I was staying in Inglewood. Then when I got kicked out of that, I got a Jeep commercial, which that Jeep commercial is a big part of when I have to explain certain things in the future about niggas paying the false narrative on me. Anyway, I got that Jeep commercial that saved my motherfucking life. Got me out that garage, got me some money.
I remember
but
that.
I got kicked out my garage right when I got the checks. And I didn't know how much money I was getting from the checks. It was a lot of money. But my baby mama now, we wasn't together at the time, but she was in the garage with me. And she was like, since you helped me with like a place to stay, I found a place. You can come with me since you got nowhere to go. And then the place that we went was an apartment, and it said 111 on it.
Damn.
And I'm noticing all this, and I searched it up. And 111 is your angels trying to remind you whenever you see that number to stay in a good mood, stay positive, because what's happening right now is crucial, and don't fuck it up with negative thoughts. And you know what I mean? Because when you have negative thoughts, you're blocking your blessings. You're not noticing what's happening. You can miss a big point that can happen right now to help you with something because you're so mad at shit and doing something else. So when you see 111, remind yourself like, oh, I'm on the right path. You know what I mean? You're aligned with shit. So then I just started calling everything 111. You feel me? My music group, the skate shit I'm doing, everything. 111 is going to be a super big distribution. It's going to have everything under it. Nigga, I'm talking about, nigga, I'm going to have a whole island.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to have, listen, mark my words. I might be old when this happened, but whatever. I'm going to have a whole island that's going to be like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, nigga, where it's going to be businesses with all ramps in it and all that other shit. You can live there, all that shit, nigga.
Am I invited?
Nah.
I got one more question for you. If you were in my shoes, I'm just kidding.
But we done with this podcast. All right, y'all subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Comment below who y'all want to see next. 111.